The Manitoba Band Association's Solo and Ensemble Festival takes place, offering a performance setting for woodwind, brass, and percussion players. In this 4 o'clock hour, I'm joined by a low brass and percussion small ensemble from Ecole Regent Park. They're here to give us a musical sneak peek of what's to come tomorrow.
From the Classic 107 studios in downtown Winnipeg, 107 Live for Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.
Riley Clausen, Lynn Granger on the euphoniums, Quinn Gibbons on the trombone, and percussion by Kaylin Dare. Guys, that was really, really awesome. Thanks so much for swinging by the studio. We're going to have a little bit of a conversation here. Let me swing a mic down to you. So, anybody want to volunteer to say something first? All right, nice. Well, you're also joined by your band director, Vanessa Nowostawski, and I'm gonna throw it over to you first, Vanessa, then, and then we'll ask the players a couple of questions. I just wanted to begin by asking you about the Manitoba Band Association and the festival that's taking place tomorrow. Well, why is it important for you to have students get up there and perform?
I find that the students develop so many great skills by participating in this ensemble, especially the small ensembles. For myself, I have all my grade 7 students participate in a small ensemble and part of this festival. They developing that independence and the skill of working together. I know that has been a challenge for some of our ensembles, is kind of with that teamwork and that ability to share ideas and compromise and help each other out, as well as listening and developing that musical independence as well. So it's been I've been doing this for many years between different schools that I've worked at, and it's always been a positive experience. And after, when we have our first full band rehearsal after this festival, it's just such a different kind of atmosphere, because they're listening in a different way and are have developed, like I said, that independence as well. Totally.
I remember when I was your age, guys, I did the exact same thing in the Winnipeg Music Festival. Did you do the same thing, Vanessa? Did you ever play?
I did not. So I'm so excited that I now can have my students who are able to be part of this festival.
How many students will be performing then from Regent Park?
From Regent Park, it's 57 students who will be taking. Yeah,
that is going to be a full day of music making.
It is, yeah.
How do they go about pairing the ensembles? Like, is that something you do? Do they get to kind of get together?
I leave it up to them to choose their ensembles, because they're also part of the social aspect as well. So it does make it a lot easier on my end, as well as them, for them to kind of choose their ensembles, and kind of goes part of the decision making. They get to choose their own ensembles. They get to choose their own music as well. And then once they tell me their music, I leave it very broad, so they can either choose something a little bit more popular, where it's like a movie soundtrack, or they can choose something a little bit more classical. So we have a little bit of both worlds. We have everything from canzota from an opera to we have Beauty and the Beast, who you just heard. We have another group's playing James Bond, Pink Panther. So it's kind of a whole smorgasbord, but it's definitely definitely something that I allow them to kind of take ownership, and they kind of are more excited about that than me just always dictating what they need to do.
Totally. Okay, so guys, I want to ask you guys a little bit of a question. How'd you come together? So there's two euphoniums, there's a percussion player and a trombonist. How'd you guys come together? Kaylin is kind of getting pushed forward here a little bit. Kaylin, on the percussion bit, tell us a little bit, how'd you guys come together?
Well, we're all friends in school and stuff. Me and Quinn are in the same class, and Riley and Lynn are in the same class. So.
Nice. And then Beauty and the Beast. What about that piece of music did you like?
Well, we were thinking about Bonjour at first, is another song, Beauty and the Beast.
Yep.
And then Madame came up with this one, and we're like, we like this one.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. It's kind of
Have you ever performed it for people before? Or is tomorrow going to be like the big reveal, if you will? I mean, it just happened now, but is tomorrow the big day kind of thing?
basically, yeah.
Nice. I'm going to give somebody else the opportunity to say something. Anybody else itching forward here? All right, nice. Riley is also getting pushed for you. So, Riley, one of the two euphonium players. Riley, I wanted to ask you, how long have you been playing the euphonium for?
Well, last year I started like around November-ish, and this is going to be my second year, basically.
I remember in grade 7 when I did band, the only instrument I wanted to play was the euphonium, to tell you the truth. And I couldn't make it make a sound. So instead I played the clarinet. What do you like about the euphonium?
It's fun to play.
It is fun to play. It's like a little mini tuba, which makes it, a little bit lighter, and it's just got such a great sound. Lynn, do you mind if I ask you the same question? You're the other euphonium player. There's kind of a little euphonium duet that goes on in that. What do you like about your instrument?
I like the sound it makes, how it's a bit jazzy.
Oh, yeah. That's a great way to put it. And did you also start playing it just last year?
Yeah.
Wow. You guys must practice a fair bit then.
Mm-hmm.
So this is grade 7. Do you think you're going to keep going in the band thing? I know you got to always make that. Riley is nodding vigorously in the background, which is awesome. What do you like about band?
I like how you can you can listen to different music, you can play different music, you can choose to go in jazz band also.
That's something else too, right? And like Madame Nowostawski said, it's that idea that it can be anything, any kind of music. You guys are playing stuff from Beauty and the Beast. There's James Bond going on. There's opera selections happening. That's pretty cool that you get to be able to do those things. The last person I want to invite up is Quinn here. Quinn, the sole trombone player. How long have you been playing your instrument?
I think about 3 years.
Oh, nice. And so you get the slidey bit. What about the trombone do you like?
Well, it's fun to play with the slide. And
Yeah. That is the most exciting thing. It's a really dynamic instrument to watch. I mean, there's a lot to look at. No offense to the euphoniums, but you just have those little valves going, right? It's a very different visual look. Guys, I want to thank you so much for coming by the Classic 107 studio and playing a little bit today. It was a pleasure hearing you here, and you can hear the Ecole Regent Park LowBrass and Percussion Ensemble performing tomorrow as part of the Manitoba Band Association's longest-running initiative, the Solo and Ensemble Festival. That takes place at Bethel Mennonite Church, 465 Stafford Street.
107 Live is Classic 107's intimate concert series, brought to you by Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.